Well, good morning, everybody. It's November 26th. Thought we'd come back out to the range for a bit. I got another bow to test while it was snowing. You got to take the weather as it comes and get your chances to go out when you can. So let's go shoot the range. Yeah, there's something about the quietness of the place when it's snowing. See the odd and ends tracks of squirrels and rabbits. Little flocks of juncos. But other than that, we have the whole place to ourselves. It is a little bit colder than I was expecting. I think the temperature's dropped since we've left the house, so we'll see how long it takes us to call it quits. Yeah, there's our other target. Hopefully you can make it out. Black bear. Well, this little bow's giving me some fits trying to figure out how to shoot it, but it's busted up one of my arrows. Yeah, just break it off and take the tip back and reuse it. Yeah, the bow I'm shooting today is Best Friend Bows Sidekick 2. I picked this up off of eBay and don't know much about it. It does have a pretty interesting features. It's got 2 knock tips. You can see that. You got the first one here, second one here. What that does is increase your poundage by just a little bit by moving it down to the second or to the first knock. So it's 60.5 inches. It is 44 pounds at 27 inches. On the furthest out knock point is a 62-inch bow, and it is 38 pounds at 27. And since I'm drawing pretty close to 28, you add 2 to 3 pounds to the weight listed on a general rule. I mean, you wouldn't really know unless you put this on a bow scale for sure, but it does have a ostrich foot leather wrap on the handle that I put on there. It's kind of a interesting pattern. It's a little slicker than a regular leather grip. But boy, is it sure an eye catcher with it on there. And I'm not even sure what this bow is made out of. I'm sure it's like an action wood. You know, a dyed wood. It's got quite the pattern on it. You know, I kind of like the limb pattern. But for the riser, I'm not too wild about that. But for shooting, it's I say every bow's different. This one's taking me a little while longer. It seems to shoot pretty fast. It's got a little bit of hand shock to it. And it only likes my gray arrows, which are in my quiver, which are, I believe they're 40 to 45 pound spine arrows. A little heavier than my other bows. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Like any other traditional bow, it takes a little while to learn the its weaknesses and its strengths. We'll keep on shooting after we rest here a bit. The only problem I'm running into today is this snow is kind of slick on branches, and I had I wouldn't say a back injury, but it's a genetic defect where my pelvis didn't grow together correctly, and which causes my back to have kind of like scoliosis and starts to twist. So on cold days like this, it's even worse. Legs really go numb fast, and can't seem to pick my feet up high enough without tripping. So we're taking it pretty slow today. But it is kind of neat to get out here in the snow. Not too many people shoot out in these conditions unless they're hunting. But in a previous video, we talked about these this glove. Everybody listed as a glove if you're going to buy one. We always called this one a Mediterranean style, and the one that's got more of a half glove appearance called a Damascus. I don't think it matters. Everybody's got their own words for it, but I mean, I wouldn't consider that a glove in anyways. Think of it more as a little garter belt holding up your leather stockings for your fingertips. I always preferred this style. For one thing, when it gets cold, I like to wear those wool glommets, where they're emitting that your fingers can come out. This style of a glove always seemed to work so much better, and then less bulky. But it's a long ways from being cold enough yet to put your warm hand shoes on. Yeah, let's get on down the trail and see what else we can find. Got this camera strapped on my wrist trying to get you guys a cool shot, but see that arrow there in the bear? And see these four over here? That arrow was coming out, and as it comes off the bow, it goes around your riser, and it was kicking off and hitting the camera and shooting everything way off to the right. Once I figured that out, put an arrow right in there. Well, what I was talking about with that arrow bending around your bow, you see I got that arrow knocked and looking right at you. When you release this arrow in a draw, this arrow is going to be coming around your bow. See how it bends like that? And then it'll bend back out, bend back, and just nothing starts out straight. So that's what I was having trouble. When this arrow, when I released it, was trying to go around my arrow, it was kicking that back end out and hitting this camera over here. Yeah, I got some really fresh fox tracks. You can see there's one going one way, one going the other. It probably was coming down this trail and ran into me. Turned around and hightailed it out of here. And we snuck up on this one, get a little bit closer to this little miniature moose. Had a hard time hitting it last time. Still having a hard time. And why is it every time you grab an arrow it's one that's damaged or missing something? Huh. It's not there today for me. Well guys, this is the end of the video. If you liked what you've seen, give me a thumbs up, comment and share if you would. Get outside and do something, even if it means sitting on a wet log and getting your butt all wet. But until next time, see you later.